Welcome to Quiz Smashing. Today's challenge is a geography quiz where the smallest details make the biggest difference. You'll face 40 fascinating questions about hidden borders, tiny nations, and surprising places most people overlook. Before we begin, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more fun and brain-boosting quizzes. Let's get started. Which two countries share the world's shortest land border? Spain and Morocco. This boundary measures only about 85 meters. Which country is entirely surrounded by South Africa? Lesotho. This landlocked enclave is completely enclosed by another nation. Which country's flag is not rectangular? Nepal. This national flag has two stacked triangles instead of a rectangle. Which U.S. state borders only one other state? Maine. This northeastern state touches just a single U.S. neighbor. What is the smallest island nation in the Pacific Ocean? Nauru. This microstate covers just over 21 square kilometers of land. Which country owns Easter Island? Chile. This island is a remote Pacific territory governed from South America. Which country has the lowest population density in the world? Mongolia. Vast grasslands and deserts give this country its sparse population. Which country encloses two other independent states? Italy. One nation in Europe uniquely surrounds both Vatican City and San Marino. Which African country has Spanish as an official language? Equatorial Guinea. It's the only nation in Africa where Spanish holds official status. Which city is built below sea level and protected by levees? New Orleans. Built below sea level, this U.S. city depends on levees for safety. Which coastal country has the shortest coastline? Monaco. This tiny principality's shoreline is less than 5 kilometers long. Which country spans both Europe and Asia across the Bosphorus? Turkey. A major strait divides this nation's European and Asian regions. Which country's capital city is the highest in the world? Bolivia. La Paz, the administrative capital, sits over 3,600 meters above sea level. Which country has both Atlantic and Indian Ocean coastlines? South Africa. This nation's shores stretch from the Atlantic to the Indian Ocean. Which country has a coastline on both the Adriatic and Ionian Seas? Albania. This Balkan nation's shores meet two arms of the Mediterranean. Which country has the world's northernmost capital city? Iceland. Its capital sits close to the Arctic Circle, making it the farthest north. Which two countries are separated only by the Bering Strait? Russia and USA. A narrow stretch of water connects these continents. Which country is the only one that covers an entire continent? Australia. This nation spans a whole continent surrounded by oceans on all sides. Which country has the world's southernmost city? Argentina. Ushuaia in this country is widely regarded as the southernmost city on Earth. Which city spans two continents? Istanbul. This metropolis literally straddles Europe and Asia. Which country shares the world's longest land border with only one other nation? Canada. This vast country borders only the United States for over 8,800 kilometers. Which African country has the highest number of neighboring countries? Democratic Republic of the Congo. This Central African nation shares its borders with 9 other countries. Which U.S. state has the smallest land area? Rhode Island. Despite its size, this state is densely populated. Which river separates the capitals Kinshasa and Brazzaville? Congo River. A wide African river divides 2 national capitals directly opposite each other. Which country borders both the Red Sea and the Persian Gulf? Saudi Arabia. This Middle Eastern nation has coastlines on 2 major bodies of water. Which 2 countries share the island of Hispaniola? Haiti and Dominican Republic. They divide one Caribbean island roughly east and west. Which landlocked country lies between Austria and Switzerland? Liechtenstein, a small principality nestled in the Alps. Which landlocked country has the largest area in the world? Kazakhstan. Despite being landlocked, it's the 9th largest country globally. Which European country is home to the highest waterfall in Europe? Norway. This country's Vinnufossen waterfall drops over 860 meters in total height. Which European country is crossed by the most rivers? Russia. Thousands of rivers flow across its vast European territory. Which country has the lowest natural point in Africa? Djibouti. Lake Assal here lies about 155 meters below sea level. Which African country has more pyramids than Egypt? Sudan. Its Nubian sites at Meroe and Napata contain hundreds of pyramids. Which Asian country has the highest average elevation? Bhutan. Almost its entire territory lies high in the Himalayas. Which African nation has both Atlantic and Mediterranean coastlines? Morocco. Its shores meet 2 major bodies of water. Which country has an exclave called Kaliningrad? Russia. This territory sits between Poland and Lithuania but belongs elsewhere. Which country uses the most time zones, including territories? France. This nation spans 12 time zones worldwide due to its overseas regions. Which European country has the longest coastline? Norway. Deep fjords and countless islands give this nation its vast shoreline. Which African river flows north instead of south? Nile River. Its unusual direction defies the common flow pattern of major rivers. Which country is called the Land of 1,000 Lakes? Finland. This northern nation has more than 180,000 lakes formed by ancient glaciers. Which island nation lies closest to the equator? Kiribati. This Pacific nation straddles the equator and spans all 4 hemispheres. Great job! You've just explored some of the tiniest but most amazing details of our world. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more exciting geography quizzes. See you in the next one.